Manchester United, Jason Cundy.
Yes.
What is going on?
Wow. I mean, the transfer window is still open, so I'm always a little bit kind of
They're trying to
nervy
sign
about.
an Arnautovic.
Yeah, that's a weird one. That is a weird one.
It's such a Manchester United signing right now.
I don't know what's going on. It does feel. It feels a little bit like a circus, doesn't it?
Well,
It feels a little bit like a bad.
years.
But it feels like it's like a bit of a bad joke, doesn't it? So I've got a list of names here they've signed since Sir Alex left.
Go on, read them out.
Now,
Is there any good ones on there?
Well, I'll let
Has
you.
any of them have been a success?
Well, I tell you what. Why don't you?
I'll say yes or no.
Yeah. Okay. Right. We'll try and go through this list. Right.
Go on.
You can keep counting how many you say yes to. Right.
Okay. Right, go on.
Sorry. Get all excited there. Get all excited. Get excited. Do
you want some music? Do you want a tension bed?
Well, I don't want I want something out to come up with something.
Go on, use your imagination.
Creative, Al.
Is that the best you
It's
come
the
up
best
with?
out, honestly. He's only got one button there, Al. Wait, ready? Fellaini. You got to be quick in this, mate.
I'd say.
You got to be quick in this.
Well, yes is success, no is failure, right?
So you just say, yeah, you come up.
Yes,
right.
that is a success.
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 Mata.
Success.
Herrera. Was Fellaini a success? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Was he?
Fellaini is a success.
Was he?
They won. Didn't he win? He won something. Won something. Right, we'll put him in the maybe. Right,
Okay,
no.
this might not work, mate.
Go on.
How long we got? This is the whole section, right?
Go.
Shaw.
Success.
Pereira.
No.
Rojo.
No.
Di Maria. Blind.
No.
Valdez.
No.
Depay.
No.
Darmian.
No.
Schweinsteiger.
No.
Romario.
No.
Martial. Bailly.
No.
Zlatan.
I'd say
He won
yes.
Mkhitaryan.
No.
Pogba. Just seen.
No.
Yeah, excellent. Just seen Lindelof's name there, but so he's been a bit creative there. Lindelof.
I'd say yes.
Lukaku.
No.
Matic.
No.
Sanchez.
Oh my God.
Dalot.
No.
Fred.
This is ridiculous.
Dan James. Wan-Bissaka. Maguire. Fernandes. Van der Beek. Cavani. Telles. Diallo. Sancho. Varane. And Ronaldo.
Right, okay.
I think now I might have missed some out, but they're your big heads.
I mean, there's
If
a lot of
your big
signings
heads.
there. It's a lot of money spent.
I mean, I've not got the time to work out.
I've got 7 players as a success, and it's probably up for debate as well.
Yeah, okay, so there you go. That gives you some idea.
I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean,
Well-
the recruitment there, what's going on?
Well, that's the
because
problem,
I thought the
mate.
whole thing, Jace, when they brought in Ten Hag, that this was all going to stop. Manchester United were going to go quiet. They were going to go and do some decent business, and they were going to get back to the club that everyone expects them to be. And then you're hearing this nonsense. They get beat by Brighton at the weekend, put in a shambles of a performance. Ronaldo, the whole situation with him is a mess.
Yep.
And now then they're talking about Arnautovic. The fans go mad. They pull out of the deal.
Yes, they
He
do.
belonged to say, no, he ain't for sale.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, what?
It must be
It's
quite
perfect.
concerning right now for you.
Manchester United are Banter FC.
Well, they've gone from being. I mean, they're still one of the biggest clubs in the country. Them and Liverpool, right?
Banter FC.
Wherever we decide, it's up to you, right? But they've gone from being the most successful side since the Premier League, the inception of the Premier League in '92, to being a side that can't get to the Champions League. Some of the recruitment, it does feel a little bit like they're just drifting through in the transfer windows. There's not a lot of planning.
No.
Now, some of those players that they brought in, I don't think too many people thought at the time Lukaku was a bad signing. I don't think too many people thought, "Oh, it's a bad signing." I don't think too many people thought, "Oh, Pogba, that's a bad signing." But they got too many wrong. There's just too many of these names on this list. Sanchez, £500,000 a week.
I mean, Alexis Sanchez was a bad
Di Maria. Okay, Di Maria, there were slightly mitigating circumstances with his personal and private life because of what happened. But even so, that one there, he didn't want to be there. Danny Blind, Depay, Schweinsteiger. Do you remember that? Schweinsteiger
he
coming.
was a legend of the game.
Well, he was, but that didn't work out.
I mean, there's too many bad signings there. But
There's
what's
too
going
many,
on?
and we're talking. I don't know how much there, but we can't be too far off a billion. We can't be too. I don't know.
No, it's $1 billion easy. I mean, it's definitely $1 billion. But is it the owner's fault? Because at the end of the day, you talk about all the players that have come in. They've spent a lot of money.
The problem with that football club.
So it's not the owners who are putting the money in. Who's making the mistakes?
Well, David Gill and Sir Alex left. They left at the same time. David Moyes came in and Ed Woodward came in at the same time. He had one transfer that summer. and that was Fellaini, right? That really did sum up where they were going. If you looked at the back four that Sir Alex left, it was an ageing back four, and I think within 18 months, all four of that back four that won the title the year before left. And that's been the problem. There's been no forward planning. There was no handover between David Gill and Sir Alex and David Moyes and Ed Woodward. There was no handover. There was no planning. There was no, we know this is coming, let's make sure we think ahead, joined up thinking. And that has been the continuation, that's been a theme the whole time at Manchester United. And you look at players, the players have been let down. Some of these players have been let down by the management, right? And I'm going to use more recent times. Jadon Sancho, he came with a huge reputation.
Yeah, but he's been shocking.
No, he has, right? He has. But when he was over in Germany playing, the year before he joined Manchester United, Dortmund wanted over 100 million, right? And because of COVID and various different things, they were never going to get that price again, and the price came down. He has been totally mismanaged, totally miscoached. Totally. He has not been coached, and it's going to take ages for Ten Hag to get his coaching style across to this squad. They have been another one,
come
Maguire.
on, Jace. Come on. I mean, it's not rocket science.
Oh, it is, mate.
It's
it is.
not,
No,
Jace.
it is.
It's
It is.
not.
It is. You've got to.
How hard is it to put a team of 11 players out there who are meant to be top players and ask them to play a certain way?
Ollie's been coached.
I mean, come on.
No, Ollie, I'm sorry. You think Ollie's a good coach? Do you think Wrecker Ralph is a good coach? They have been totally mismanaged, this squad. Completely.
Yeah, but how hard is it for Ten Hag, who is a good coach, to come in and be like, right, lads, this is how we're playing, this is what I want from you?
Mate, it's not going to happen overnight.
I mean, come on.
This is not going to happen overnight.
Manchester United football players.
Mate, this is not going to happen overnight. This is going to take time. This has been a squad that's been invested in badly, over-investments. I mean, the Wan-Bissaka signing, right? So I know how good defensively he was. We saw him at Crystal Palace, right? And I spoke to coaches at Crystal Palace. They said Wilf Zaha in training could not get past him. Couldn't get past him. You hated it going 1v1. Couldn't get past him. But that's part of his job. The other part of his job is when you get over the other side of the halfway line and you've got to be an attacking force to the right back. He's not an attacking right back. He's literally is the fullback. You go back 30 years ago, perfect. Didn't go over the halfway line. Now you need them as wingers.
Right, but he's not good enough.
But that's what I'm saying. They spent £50 million on a player that they didn't look at and say, is he the modern day fullback? Yes or no? And he's not. Luke Shaw on the other side, I think, is more of that. He's an attacking fullback. He's good when he gets wide. He's had injuries. But again, are they coached as a back four? Look what Conte's done, right? It took him a while. Didn't happen overnight.
No.
Right? Look what Conte's done. Conte's a top draw coach. Whoever made the decision not to get Antonio Conte at Manchester United should be sacked on the back of that. Because he was there. He was there for months. Months. This football club is it's at the very, very top. The decision-making at the very top of this football club has been shambolic. It has. Some of these players have come in and done okay. I mean, the Sanchez, £500,000 a week. Think about that for a second.
I know.
He hardly played. He scored a handful of goals, then he went out on loan. I know every club doesn't get decisions right, okay, because it's impossible.
You can't get that many wrong.
There's a lot there, mate.
There's a lot of wrong there.